Hey guys, I'm RedHerring. It's time for another StarCraft 2 cast with not myself. I bet you guys thought this was me because it was the blue Protoss player, but no, it is Makoz. He is the blue Protoss, spawning in the bottom right of Shakira's Plateau, and myself, the red Protoss, spawning up at the top. Now, yes, this is a Protoss vs Protoss. I know a bunch of you guys have requested that I do some PvP casts, and honestly, I'm sure you guys know PvP not my favorite matchup, but I've been doing a lot of 3-gate robos, and I think that's kind of the new standard. I mean, there's the 4-gate, which some players still do. I mean, you definitely have to watch for the 4-gate still in this matchup, but 3-gate robo is definitely really common now, and I've actually been experimenting with some other builds. I've been doing like 4-gate robo builds, like with Warp Prism Harass. I'm doing a bunch of those. I've tried Phoenix, I've tried Dark Templar. That hasn't worked so well actually. And this game is going to showcase a different build that I'll kind of go through, explain kind of my thought process behind it. I thought it was a pretty cool build. I've done it a couple times. It hasn't won, like it doesn't have the best success rate. It has like 50-50 at this point. But I think it definitely has potential, and I'm going to kind of walk you guys through it. Maybe it'll catch on, maybe not. But I haven't seen quite anything like it, so we're going to take a look at it today. So fairly standard openers here from both of us. It looks like I'm getting kind of later gas here, but he actually went for, I believe this was a 12-gate. I going for the 13-gate, so... Or maybe my gate's actually a little bit faster. Maybe we both went 13-gate. That's actually kind of looking likely, but it's just my gas is a little bit late here. And get my second pylon. And looks like we both scouted each other, or I scouted him. He actually scouted after gate, and he's scouting the wrong way. And this is something a lot of Protoss players have been doing. They scout after gate. It used to be standard in PvP to scout after pylon, and that's not so much the case anymore. Scouting after gate is actually pretty common now. So things are looking pretty good. Both our cyber cores are going down. It's a little bit faster than mine. Actually, that's kind of sloppy by me because my gate finished before his, but cyber core's a little bit later. But it's definitely something I was not doing too great this game. But here we go. Chrono boosting out the first zealot. Now this is different in and of itself, because you usually don't chrono boost a zealot. You usually chrono boost the stalker, or you make the zealot but you don't chrono boost it. And I'm actually getting another zealot after this, and chrono boosting that. So this is right off the bat. Basically, we have some divergence from the standard PvP. Notice he's actually not putting guys in the second gas. I think it's because he scouted my chrono boost and he's kind of wondering, what's up. And grabbing my second gas now, and a robo. So 2 zealot chrono boosted into robo after 13-gate. And you may be thinking, wow, that's kind of interesting. I mean, what's the point of this? Well, I will tell you. So this build allows for a lot of early pressure. Like 2 zealots is nothing to be trifled with at the 5-minute mark. He's going to need micro. He'll have the sentry out in time. A sentry and a stalker can actually not take 2 zealots in a head-on fight, but they can take them with micro for sure. So, well, obviously, yeah, obviously they can take them with micro. He's just going to have to get a nice force field here. Actually, lets one slip up, gets the force field down on the second one. Notice I'm just chasing the stalker with the zealot here. Maybe I'll be able to get him, maybe not. This guy kind of is waltzing around. Can't really do much. I pull him back because I realize he's not really going to do anything. Oh, am I going to get the stalker here? Am I going to get the stalker? Oh, I think I will. Okay, so he actually gets both of my zealots here, but that's fine because I'm actually going for what a super fast expo. How is this ever going to work? This is the craziness that I've kind of been hyping up a little bit this game. So the 2 chrono boosted zealots allows for early pressure. It makes the opponent well, it puts him on the back foot. He doesn't know if there's more coming. He doesn't know, is it going to be like a 4-gate, super aggressive 4-gate? I mean, because it could be. He doesn't know. Well, it could be a robo. It could be anything but a fast nexus. No one does this build. No one fast nexuses. I mean, this is after 1 gate. This is a 1-gate, 1 robo. fast nexus, grabbing the forge, he actually runs his probe up and scouts. So he knows what's up now. He's like, he's probably scouted this. He's going, what the crap, you know? What's up with that? Why is there a nexus building? And I'm throwing down 3 cannons. So kind of funky, kind of weird. I haven't, as I've said before, you know, I haven't worked this build out to perfection, obviously. So maybe after I've kind of toyed with it some more, maybe only 2 cannons are necessary, maybe only 1. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Still adjusting the build for sure. Getting a couple more gates now. But if you look at the income tab, I've been ecoing pretty well. I mean, we're even harvesters, yeah, but keep in mind that I have a nexus down, and he's just now throwing down his nexus. So already, kind of weird. I mean, we both explode before the 8-minute mark in a PvP. I mean, when does that happen ever? Looks like I'm coming in with my observer. And this is the beauty of this build. And I'm actually going to pause right here. So previously, before patch 1.4, if someone went for a fast expo, especially on Shakura's Plateau, which has this wide open cliff area here, the enemy Protoss player would just go blink, and blink is almost done. He would just go blink, and he'd just blink up on here. And even if you cannoned, I mean, you wouldn't have cannons here, so there's nothing you can do against heavy blink pressure from the enemy. So I mean, a 1 gate 1 robo fast expand would never work pre 1.4, but post 1.4, remember blink has an increased build time of like 30 seconds or something like that. It's pretty major. It's like it's a big deal actually, and it allows for this build to actually get underway. It allows me to actually have an immortal out, and if he's going to go, because you have to go for an observer obviously to spot the high ground. So by the time he gets blink and the observer here, I should be in a lot better position. And this kind of funky fast expand style is actually semi-viable, and we're kind of going to see. You know, look right now. I mean, he's scouted. He has not scouted the cannons. He knows there's an expo going up. He's not pressuring me at all. And this is something I would have done. And this is what's lost me games with this build before. It's just a pressure build right now. If he like 4-gated, right? If he's 4-gated at all and just rushed in, it's iffy if I can get my force fields down, if I have my cannons up. I mean, there's a small window he can abuse there. Obviously, he did not 4-gate, so he's not going to be able to take advantage of that. And if he pushed right now with these forces here, I could hold it off. I mean, I have the immortal, I have a couple sentries. These guys, assuming I can get my force fields down, I should have no problem holding this off. So here he comes. He has his expo down. He's not all-inning, and this is something definitely smart by him. You don't want to go Colossus. It might be intuitive, you know, to go, oh well, he exploded, I'm just going to crush it, going to go fast Colossus. Well, that's not what you want to do here, because of several reasons. Number one, if you go fast Colossus, you're going to be waiting till you'll hit at the 10-minute mark or more. You'll hit with 1 Colossus at, maybe 2 at the 10-minute mark. And look what I have at the 10-minute mark. I mean, you're going to have Zealots, I'll force field this. Immortals are so good against Colossus now. It's just not viable. So I've beaten 1 base Colossus every time with this build. So if you guys think of trying it, I mean, you could. Maybe I haven't tested out fully, but from what I've seen, 1 base Colossus does not work against this. So looks like he scouted the observer. He actually sniped one of my observers, and he's going for the rocks here. And that's just to give him another. Oh, in fact, I'm pretty sure you can blink up from here. Maybe not. No, actually, I don't think so, because this is. No, I think you can. You know what, I'm actually not positive. I don't think he needs to break down these rocks to blink up. I think you can blink up just from right here. I'm almost positive you can, but for some reason he's going around. Maybe I'm wrong, but okay, here he goes. And look, I mean, before, this push would be deadly. If this was pre 1.4, deadly push. Now, I'm totally fine. I lost a pylon, he lost a stalker, so even trade. In fact, I came out ahead slightly, and I had 4 immortals. 4 immortals by themselves could take on this army here. Well, yeah, they could take it. They could take that. And yeah, if we look at the income tab, I've just been ecoing pretty dang well. I have 2 robotics facilities, and this is something I like doing using this build, because if you look at the protection tab, he's going for Archons, and this is again very intuitive. If you see, well, I wasn't able to break it, he's getting a lot of immortals. Why don't I go charge lots and charge lot Archon, which is something that counters the immortal build quite nicely. Well, because he does not know that I have the 2 robotics facilities here. This is his vision. In fact, he hasn't even gotten an observer into my base at all. He doesn't know I have charge on the way, and I am getting charge immortal. Charge lot immortal is what I'm going for here, and I think I might even get, yeah, Templar Archives. So here I was kind of debating: do I go for Colossus, the very standard, predictable Colossus, or do I go for the kind of more new style of charge lot Mortal Archon? And I ultimately chose to go for this newer style because I just wanted to play around with it. It wasn't really that was basically the factor that swung me over. I was like, okay, I know I could probably go Colossus here and win. I'm gonna see if I can make this newer army composition work here. So yeah, there's no chance he's gonna beat this. These immortals pack a punch, and he has to get out of there super fast. I mean, these guys have +1 attack, my grand forces, and +1 armor is almost. So that's the advantage of getting the fast forge. Shows out these cannons did not even play a role at all in this game. He never poked up the front. In fact, he knows about 1 cannon, so he knows there are cannons. He doesn't know how many there are. But those never played a role at all. That's what I'm kind of debating. Like in other times I've tried this build, I haven't put up cannons, and sometimes I've lost with it. So I'm still kind of iffy on how many cannons I need to put up, what the exact timing is. But here we go. So again, I'm going to pause it here and break this scenario down. So I know I fended off this blink pressure, and if you look at my vision, I actually had not scouted the expo until just recently. I'd actually just sent my observer in and scouted that. So really, I was not super surprised to find an expo, but I was a little bit, and I thought, you know, I could come in here and I could probably win because he's stuck on these blink stalkers. There's no way he's transitioning out of this for at least another minute. Because I had seen how many there were, and transitioning out of blink stalkers is much less fluent than transitioning out of a robo build, because, well, you know, really transition out of a robo build in PvP, you just kind of keep making robo units, and I guess you could say the same thing for blink stalkers, but you really do need something supporting blink stalkers in PvP, because just immortals are so good. You need Colossus, you need Archons, and he's starting that. But I know in my head, I know the timings, I know he will not have that many Archons. In fact, he has 1. So this is basically a 6 timing Ryan after this, and those are great force fields, good force fields here, but we're just going to see the power of the immortal here, getting vision of the high ground, so I can see the high ground here with my observers here. And it might look, oh, this is looking scary for me. Well, kind of. Keep in mind that he does actually have a warp prism harassing me a little bit here, but I'm just going to return the action really quick because that really didn't do much. I caught it pretty much as it happened, but okay, I had 5 immortals, and now I have 2, and they are just raking in kills. 5 kill, he's about to die. Nope, maybe not. These guys just shred, and +1 attack, +1 armor. It looked like I was outnumbered at the beginning. I was, but again, immortals are worth their weight in gold in this matchup. They're so good. And looks like I'm just going to stack down all his defenses here. The warp prism at the back did nothing. Looks like you can have the zealot and immortals just chilling down there. Adding gateways, macroing decently. Looks like I could make a couple more mortals there. If you look at the income tab, I pulled ahead with it early expo leave, and that's really paid off here. He's lost engagements, he's lost the eco advantage, and he has called the GG. So, once again, guys, this is not by any means the standard PvP build, but it is one I'm definitely working on. I probably try this every map and every PvP I get. I try this build, and I would encourage you to do the same. I have like a little over 50% win rate with it, and it basically comes down to being able to do the early pressure with the 2 zealots. You might not think it does that much, especially since I actually lost the zealots in this instance, but it buys time for your cannons, it buys time for your expo. That's the key instance. If you can, definitely pull them away. Don't lose the zealots if possible, but in most cases you actually will. So what beats this build, you may ask? Well, a 4-gate, like a fast 10-gate, 8-gate, 4-gate all-in like type of build definitely beats this. I've actually been able to hold 4 gates before, but that was extremely risky. I had to pull probes, I had to defend my cannons. It was a messy situation to be in, but I was able to defend it. But sometimes, I mean, 4 gates are still very deadly against this build. And what else beats it? I think maybe a faster blink timing might have given me more trouble if he had been cleaner in his micro, maybe a bit more effective on his harass, maybe. And then I've actually been beaten by warp prism immortal drops. That's beaten me before. So Again, this is not the this is not the ultimate solution to PvP, but it's something fun, something that has won me. I mean, when you win games, it's extremely satisfying because basically you out macro your opponent. That's how this build works. So hope you guys have fun with it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this build, and yeah, basically comment, rate, subscribe. I will have more soon. Thanks, guys.